Hi, this is Kathy Vegh, and you're back with the Home Entertainer. Today we are really excited. We have a fantastic guest named Karim Belhaj. He is the president and CEO of Predator Group. Predator Cues, many people know him as the most amazing, cool technology, but what you don't know is the new sexy designs that he has now come out with. Karim, nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. You've brought an amazing assortment of cues here today, and you know, for the people at home, and obviously the people who love to entertain at home and have the coolest designs we can have, I wanted to better understand from you a little bit about some design inspirations.
I'll do that. Predator is known for performance usually, because we have 70% of the pros around the world use our products, which is unheard of in the history of billiards over the past two centuries.
Wait a minute, did you just say 70%?
70, between 60 and 70, depending on the championships.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty good.
Nice work.
It took 15 years to get there.
That's not that long.
Now, what people don't know us, we just launched as a new brand about 2 years ago, which is Porche. Very inspired by fashion, by new trends, has tomorrow's technology on today's designs.
Very cool.
So I'm going to walk you through a few of the designs that you saw before.
I would love that, thank you.
One of my favorite designs, I love fast cars. I'm a big Porsche fan. One of my favorite designs is actually Strychnine, which is one of the Poison sub-brands. And this cue here, for example, was inspired by Porsche cars with a little carbon accents that actually are grips and stick to your hand better and breathe to help you make more balls and such. With little wheels-like accents, caps, accents, and like you have the Porsche logo in the wheel and so on and so forth.
That's awesome. Now let me stop you right there. For the guy that has everything, and you guys listen to this, including a Porsche, if you get him one of these cues, he's going to be happy?
That will complete his car.
Is this a guarantee?
Yes, it is.
However, for you at home, remember, do not keep your pool cues in your car. That's rule number 1, right?
That's right. Now for a basketball player, I will gear more towards, it's not into cars, with the Nike and Adidas and sports-like and golf-inspired cue, which would be Vegh. You see the design? A lot more comfortable.
It looks like the grip is
stickier.
kind of sticky.
It's to help you stroke. So you don't close your hand too hard, you just loosen up a little bit.
You could be a real hustler with this one. Watch out.
Now, if you're a big Harley Davidson fan, or like Hummer, I sat down in Hummer one time, went to a dealership, and said, how can I make a car how can we make a cue out of this car? So we came up with Anthrax, which has these tire thread designs, these big, thick color accents. We have some screws in them.
I love the look of this. And what kind of price are we talking about? Like price range of these?
These cues range between $200 and about $500-$600, where Predator ranges between $400, $500 and about $3,000.
Wow, that's awesome. So it's kind of like an awesome pair of shoes. The cooler the design, a little bit more money. Is that true?
That's right.
But you're still talking about $200, so that's an amazing gift for someone who has everything.
And what's great is that, even better than the design, I think that these cues are designed to help you play better.
Right, sorry, I always forget I love fashion.
That's important. Yeah. Because if you get the pool table, you have a pool table at home, you don't want to lose on your own pool table. I don't think that.
I like the winning attitude.
That's right.
70% of players, winning attitude. Now I see where Predator's going.
Now, if you want to go all the way and make sure you have the best playing cue on the planet, get the cue of the Kings. You'll go towards Predator, not Poison. And something like this with Cocobolo inlays. This is an icon line. Micarta accent, curly maple, a leather luxe grip that's designed for performance, but it's in a very, very elegant way.
That's gorgeous. Let me show everybody at home this one really quickly. We have a cool little logo here for Predator. I'm sure you recognize that, especially if you've traveled internationally, because Predator is now the biggest known billiard name in the entire world. Bet you didn't know that.
And these cues, like I was saying, Predator ranges between, these cues are about $1,500, but we have some limited editions at $3,000, and we customize the shots and such. And we have the entry-level Predator, which is sportier again, with a special grip that has the form of your hand, and good for the break, good for play, sportier good.
So let me ask a really quick question. In regard to this cue, for example, how many hours does it take to build it?
Well, it takes several month process between getting the wood, let it dry, cut it, let it dry again, cut the pockets inside with very tiny parts, and mills and such. But in hours, so this queue here would be approximately 10 to 12.
10 to 12 hours after the design, research, everything is done.
I mean, this technology here that we have in this queue took us to develop about 2 years.
That's fabulous.
This model here, between having the wood that dries for about 45 days, like this is made with ebony.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is made with cocobolo also. So those would need to be prepped before they're put together.
Well, Karim, I have to say, I am so glad you made it here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure. And for you at home, remember, precision, performance, cool looks, that's Predator. This is Kathy Vegh with The Home Entertainer.